What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you. Week 1 of Lions franchise here, where we're going to take on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a different team this year. It's a different team. We had our ups and downs in year 3, but now going into year 4, I'm confident with where the roster is. It's time for my gameplay to match expectations. Because some of you determine how good the content is based off of the winning percentage. But I've changed the playbook. We're going to mix it up for season 4. I'm going Carolina. Obviously, we throw to our running backs quite a bit out of the backfield. So I think a playbook that could further illustrate that might be really, really nice and really effective. Jamie Aldridge has more than earned a starting job at right tackle, so he will be starting over Charles Leno. He's young. He's a year 2 player. Yeah, he was nice as a swing tackle, but that's going to be Charles Leno's role. Aldridge will start. Run blocking's not great on his side. And of course, the strength of our offensive line is the left side, as always. We know that. We know that. So if you didn't watch the preseason episode, you know, there will be rookies that play a role on the offense. Raphael Wilkinson is someone that I think is going to play quite a bit here in year 1. It's just you don't see rookies that look as good as he does right away. And these huge morale and temporary bonuses make him look even better. Looks like Christmas came early this season, as I got the performance package from Manscaped. More like your jingle balls will thank you. Let's take a look. Starting off with the Crop Reviver, the refreshing ball toner. We have the Crop Preserver, which is, of course, the ball deodorant. You don't want to be smelling disgusting down there. You get your classic Lawnmower 4.0, designed to highlight your red-nosed reindeer. Of course, the induction-based charger. You just go ahead, plop the lawnmower right in there, and boom, gonna start charging. And of course, the performance boxer briefs. I feel about as secure as Baker Mayfield behind the awesome Browns offensive line in these. And who could forget about my Nick Chubb? You have to give the world's first all-in-one men's grooming kit a shot. And especially for the Lawnmower 4.0, this thing is waterproof. It's a cordless trimmer, and you are gonna absolutely limit nicks, cuts, snags to an absolute minimum. Of course, gotta love that super bright LED light. Sorry to blind you, but it's going to be especially useful for those cold, dark winter nights. And when you use the link in my description, manscaped.com/Bengal, you'll get the box of briefs that I talked about, and also the Shed travel bag. I've got 2 of them, and I love them both equally. I don't know why I said that, but I do. And you can use manscaped.com/Bengal. You'll get the 2 free gifts, the Shed travel bag, the performance boxer briefs, and 20% off plus free international shipping. So click that link in the description. Please make this lifestyle upgrade if you're not already. Please, I beg you. This is not even for me, right? This is for you guys. Playing up to 86 catching, 92 catching traffic, 88 release. It's just kind of ridiculous. And then the secondary attributes are really good as well. Just looks like a great player, great traits. And then Assad Riley, I think, will be a kick returner for us primarily. Undrafted rookie free agent out of Fresno State, had a superstar development. Want to figure out a way to get him involved at some point and develop him, so that'll be a thing. Richie Owens, of course, taking over at receiver 2. Tyrell Williams got cut, cap casualty, and there just wasn't really a role for him on the offense anymore. Amon-Ra St. Brown will play more as a result of that. Richard Russell still back up strong safety. He'll be basically our 3rd linebacker. And then J.D. Keltner, you know, he'll be the backup safety. These guys do get on the field. They do play. I mean, we've seen Andrew Soro over the years, who continually finds his way on the field somehow. Had a pick 6 in preseason. But it's all going to matter surrounding Tyrone Wilbur. Like, he's going to be the X factor on this team. Whereas if he plays really, really well, I think our team's going to be awesome. Block shed's a bit low. Probably going to try and user him quite a bit. And that's pretty much where this team is. You guys know the guys. I'm excited for season 4. I have high hopes, high expectations, and it's time for this team to match that, as we will set our season goal, and it's going to be a playoff team. It just has to be. So we're going to guarantee making the playoffs here. I just think it's going to be a playoff team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just has to be. And then we have an opening day press conference. Surely. And the biggest key to victory against the 49ers will have to be a stifling defense. Our defense is awesome, and they've got to play like it. New starting inside linebacker, that could change the way the defense operates a little bit. but mainly that's going to be the big thing. And as far as where we're going to excel, it's got to be stuffing the run. Our D-line is incredible. We built that up, for this exact reason, to make, running the ball against our team nearly impossible. So our goal is to allow less than 75 yards rushing. That feels pretty difficult, but I think it's an achievable goal. Levi Onwuzurike will be back today, although I'm not sure how much he'll play. And then our weekly strategy will, of course, be defending the run. I think inside run, probably more than outside run. Trey Lance, of course, is their starting quarterback. And our defense, blitz counter, maybe, because Nick Bosa is going to be there. It's pretty good defense. Blitz counter works for me. And then, as you can see, I talked about this in the preseason, but Raphael Wilkinson, I think it's a bug where instead of the question mark for his development, he just has first one free, which is a superstar X Factor ability. So I think he has superstar X Factor. So that's what I'm going to operate under. And I'm, setting myself up for disappointment, but we got to have him earning a lot more XP and then a lot of familiar faces in here. And that's just what it's going to be. So our weekly game plan, it's going to be surrounding the pass. I think throwing 2+ touchdown passes is pretty achievable. Defensive coordinator, we're going to maybe allow 4 yards or fewer per carry. Offensive coordinator, I think 3+ passing touchdowns, whether that's achievable or not, but that's what the goal. Actually, let's do pass for 275. I think that's more of a given. And then head coach, we're going to try and, I don't know, get 450 yards of total offense. That's hard, but achievable. We'll get points even if we don't meet that. If we get like halfway or 3/4, we'll get some points in there. And hopefully everyone stays healthy. It's a big problem, but we need everyone to not be injured. No injuries on offense. And then on defense, no injuries so far. And everybody is healthy. It's going to be critical for our success here in season number 4 in 2024. Let's go ahead and see who our upgradable players are. Some big ones, actually. Brian Davis, who plays kind of a lot. He's so horrible in coverage. Gonna do hybrid. That should improve his man coverage significantly. Man coverage +2, tackling +1. Like to see that. And I'm gonna let the CPU upgrade Amon-Ra St. Brown. But Richie Owens is now receiver 2. Kind of didn't expect this to be the case. He's only a 77 overall usually. And his deep route running just has to be better. Just has to be. We're developing him to that, into that slot guy. Let's do route runner and just try to get everything in there if we can. And +2 deep route running, +2 catching, +1 release. Those to me are very big upgrades. Release is still low, but it's being upgraded to an 80. It's usually 72. But those are big time upgrades. Catching is a 90. Catching traffic is a 93 now. Again, big upgrades. It's not what it's usually going to be. I think it's half the season maybe. But we are set up to win this game against San Fran. Just to come out, play our game. Yeah, new playbook. Could be a bit of a problem, but hopefully it isn't too big of a problem. And 2024 is officially underway here in Detroit at Ford Field. Stewart back to return for San Francisco. Let's just take a knee in the end zone. And we are ready for an exciting Season 4. Trey Lance will take the field for the Niners. And you can see his ratings here. He's actually pretty good. 83 overall. Obviously has a pretty good arm, and the accuracy's coming along nicely. 86 medium throw accuracy. And this is the first look at the new defense. Not a ton of changes, but Tyrone Wilbur will be a big-time addition, as Trey Sermon will get 2. DeAndre Swift talking to Paul Garrison there on the sideline. Of course, Eric Hudson is a new addition to the team as a permanent starter as well. As this handoff will go up the middle, and there's a lot of space for Trey Sermon. Big-time gain. They're finally going to whistle that dead at the 45. 2 rushes for 20 yards so far by Trey Sermon, and that's 18. It's going to really change those numbers as you see Russell and Brian Davis into the game as sub-linebackers. More, cover-oriented guys. They're going deep down the field. Davidson got beat. And Deebo Samuel severely overthrown by Trey Lance. That was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. Second down and 10 now. Big miss by the Niners. They're going to throw, and that is right over Braxton Turner, who did nothing. Didn't even try to make a play on that. And this is what we want to do. We got man corners on the outside. 3rd and 6. They're going deep down the field. Davidson got mossed. George Kittle going into the end zone, just shy at the 3. Oh, man. 1st and goal for the Niners on the 3. Here's a handoff. Wilbur can't make the tackle. Braxton Turner saves a touchdown. 3rd and goal. It's a big 3rd down. We know what happened the last 3rd down. About a 50-yard play by the Niners. It's a pitch left. Back inside. Sermon will score. Stretched into the end zone there. That was very, very close, but did eventually have enough. And that is not a good start for our defense. 2 3rd downs, which could make a play. Got close, but it really came down to Derek Davidson just getting beat by George Kittle. I'm not really sure what else you can do there. It's just a better player making a play. Derek Davidson's great. We love Derek Davidson around here. But that is a play we'd love for him to make, and he just didn't make it. And there are plenty of superstars on this team. X Factor Nick Bosa at left end there. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at this team. We know we're going to see Fred Warner, but there could be some new acquisitions as well. Trey Lance, Trey Sermon on offense with the Trays, Kyle Juszczyk, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Alan Lazard now on the team make up the receiving core. George Kittle, of course, adds to that as well. Greg Little, Connor McGovern, John Bishop, Aaron Banks, and Mike McGlinchey make up not so great of an offensive line. Hope to get a lot of pressure today. Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa, Fletcher Cox, Maurice Hurst make up a really good defensive line. Adafe Owe at outside linebacker, finally playing in his career in this franchise. Fred Warner at inside linebacker with Drake Greenlaw at right outside. Corners are DJ Reed, Kenny Greenfield, and Ambry Thomas. Safeties, of course, we have Carlos Amos, one of the highest overall safeties in the draft class, and Jaquaski Tart. It's a pretty good team. It's not amazing, but that defense looks pretty talented, as we're going to find Chris Godwin, who cannot catch it. Was looking for some separation against man there. Didn't really find it, as we'll find TJ Hawkinson, who showcases that stiff arm on the rookie Amos, and we get 8. Play action. We trust that? Oh, we're going super deep for Rashad Reese, and that is nearly intercepted. Not sure how the defenders knew the ball was in the air there immediately and turned around, but that kind of foiled my plans big time, as it will be 2nd and 10. And they are blitzing, and we're going to throw that for Wilkinson, and that is under pressure, inaccurate. Now we have an injury at right tackle. Jamie Allridge is down, as Charles Leno will come into the game to replace him. They sent a blitz, and it rattled our team a little bit for sure. 3rd and 10. Leaving in Reese to block. We're going for Hawkinson, and that's a beautiful throw by Garrison. Playing too far underneath, and our only 2 completions of the game are to TJ Hawkinson. And I'm afraid to run the football here, but you can't be. I mean, our offensive line's pretty good. We just got to trust DeAndre Swift and make some plays. Shoulder strain for Jamie Allridge, but you know what? Charles Leno will replace him for now. Higher overall anyways. We're going to really try and avoid injury. As it is 2nd and 6, we're going to drop back to throw. And just check down, but that is ducked into the air as we got to throw out a sack. This pressure is already unbelievable. We're going to leave in some blockers. It's 3rd and 6. And I just can't get it to triangle in time. Needed to throw that earlier. I mean, I blocked everybody pretty much. Tight end into block. Running back into block. They rush 4 and they get home anyway. We're going to try a long field goal. Tyler Bass, can we trust you? This one is a doozy. Kick is up. It's on a line, and it is good. Tyler Bass drills from 60 plus. That's past midfield. What a kick from Bass. You know, we nearly got out of position to convert there. as we took a huge sack on third down. Thankfully, didn't really hurt us. We got to make a tackle there, and there's a flag. There is a flag. So do we want to make this 1st and 20 or take 2nd and 10? Assumed it was going to be holding. Of course it was. So I think we got to give him 1st and 20. I think we have to. 2nd and 5. Get out there, and we're not quite fast enough. 1st down, San Francisco. It's going to be a run. Oh, nice tackle, Derek Davidson. He's so good coming down to make tackles. That's his biggest and best attribute, I would say. So good in that role. Just needs to be a little bit better over the top in coverage, of course. Braxton Turner make a tackle. Let's go. Nice play by the 2nd-year linebacker at USF. Forcing a 3rd down and 9. Of course, we're coming out here in man coverage, trusting these guys to make a play. Our corners are best in man situations. They're going empty. And that is going to be thrown at Amani Oruwariye. Trey Sermon, the intended receiver. And that one falls incomplete, and Corey Bojorquez will punt. Wearing number 22. It's disgusting. 22 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Undrafted rookie free agent Assad Riley back to return, and we are going to be pinned deep at the 4. Not a great 1st quarter for us. Not a great 1st quarter. I feel the need to run it here on 2nd and 9 just because we're backed up into our own end zone. And there just really isn't a lot of place to go. 3rd and 7. Somebody get open. That's open. It's the rookie Raphael Wilkinson. As we finally get a little bit of breathing room. Rashad Reese finally into the backfield. We got a little bit of speed in there. We're going to cut that back up the middle and get a nice gain of 4 or 5. Why not run the ball again? And we just kind of run right into a linebacker, Dre Greenlaw. I thought that block was going to be picked up by Ragnow. He just missed it, I guess. Now it's 3rd and 6. All right, trusting somebody to get open. And that looks open enough. We're going to find Richie Owens for the 1st down. Fred Warner just gave too much space. As our offense, slowly, right? But it's starting to move a little bit. Flat is open, and we find Higbee. Incomplete. What a weird play that was. Like, almost want to challenge that. I almost want to challenge it. Just because... And I was waiting to see if this was going to get covered. I don't know. I don't know how that wasn't a catch. Oh, the right foot. I mean, just a terrible animation. 2nd and 10. That's Godwin wide open on the out. Chris Godwin makes a juke back to the inside. 1st down, 39-39. Again, slowly but surely, we're figuring some things out. Play action. We have a little bit of space to operate here. We're going to throw deep. Rashad Reese! It's a touchdown! The do-it-all, 3rd-year player, superstar in the making if he's not already. Just gets open. Purely faster than everybody else. Just ran past him. Beautiful ball by Garrison. Basically threw it on the crossing corner's back shoulder in DJ Reed. And we get a big touchdown. Gonna take the lead here at home for the 1st time this season. And I wouldn't want it any other way than a Rashad Reese touchdown. Right up the middle, there's Wilbur! And he makes his 1st TFL for his career. Again, the round 1 pick, number 13 overall. We traded up to get him. You can see it wasn't a huge draft class, but some potential impact players in there for sure. I trust these guys to make plays as this is going to actually get crossed up. I like this a little bit less as they're going to go deep. Brian Davis in a one-on-one situation. The motion confused everybody, and that really, really killed us. Because I like the initial man matchup. We just couldn't, call like cover 3 in time. And, man, good call by San Fran to change the play. Because that was a big one. We are going to continue to send a lot of pressure. Got to. And that one's going to fall incomplete as a result of the pressure, I would imagine. And it is 3rd and 4. We're playing hard flats. Just trusting some guys to make plays. That's all this is. 3rd and 4. Undercut routes if you have to. And down goes Trey Lance. It's Eric Hudson. Had some help from Trey Flowers as well. Eric Hudson's going to make some plays. He was so good last year, only gets credit for half a sack, but it looks like he did all the work on that one. You know, it's interesting to see Trey Flowers on the field and Eric Hudson, but no Russ Clemens. Very peculiar. And I'm not sure how Trey Flowers managed to get half a sack on that. That is not accurate. 4th and 15. 49ers going to try it. This one looks just good. Aldrick Rosas from the 45. That's a 55-yarder or thereabout. And just snuck in. So we'll take over. Tied at 10. Here's number 10. Of course, the UDFA, Assad Riley out of Fresno State. Guess he kind of counts as part of our rookie class, or certainly, even if he's not in the draft class. We're going to run the ball on 2nd and long. Yeah, it's something as I always say, I don't like to do, but sometimes you see an opportunity. And the big problem with this defense we're playing is they're not going to give us a lot of time to stretch the field. We're going to go underneath to Swifty, and he's got the first. They're not going to give us a lot of time. Like, Nick Bosa is a huge, huge problem for this team. He is a massive problem, and it doesn't get a whole lot better with Eric Armstead out there, and of course the great interior players. It's a real struggle against this team, and they're going to send pressure. We're going to try and get out here with Vanilla Vic, Paul Garrison. Link in the description if you want to purchase any Vanilla Vic merch. Paul Garrison making a nice play there by his own accord. Saw pressure coming from that side. They were overloading the defensive right. Just wanted to get out of there, as we'll check it down to TJ. And they're going to play that. They're going to play that. We're going to throw for the rookie, Wilkinson, and Raphael Wilkinson has his first career touchdown. Just running with the route. Thought about Reese, thought about Reese, thought about Reese. And Paul Garrison ends up extending, throwing deep down the field, and taking what the defense gave him. And that happened to be a touchdown. The first of hopefully many for Raphael Wilkinson. And we're going to take a lead here again by a touchdown this time. 17-10. Minute and 15 remain in the first half. Niners could make a play and come back in this game before the end of the first half. It's still obviously, you know, it's 7 points. It's a touchdown, right? Like, they're still very much in this. But the final minute and 15 of this half, I think, are going to be very, very telling. Get after the quarterback. There's a flag. It's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. So what happens at the end of this really doesn't matter. Going for a hit stick to potentially force a fumble there, but it's coming back. And at that point, I kind of just don't care what happens after, because I know it's not going to matter. Greg Little with the penalty, and I wouldn't be shocked to see them just run the football here. But we have our safeties in at linebacker, and Brian Davis and Richard Russell. But they will throw. They will throw, and they're going to throw to the flat. Sermon is wrapped up by Urawarie. Timeout, San Francisco. And it's 2nd and 13, 59 seconds to play here in the first half. Wilbur and Turner back on the field at inside linebacker. And they're going to throw over the middle and complete. Debo with a huge stiff arm. Timeout, 49ers. 3rd and 3. Big play for San Fran. Huge play for us, because if we get a stop, we can score before the half. There's at least potential for that. And Trey Lance gonna throw. Ford gave him space, and he had a foot out. Certainly a first down, but he just didn't have the sideline awareness. And the 49ers will have to punt. We have 3 timeouts. We're gonna have 40 seconds to move the ball down the field. This is right back to Assad Riley. No fumbles, please. No fumbles. And we got some decent blocks. 38 seconds to go 66 yards. It's doable. We might try and take a deep shot here. And we're going after the rookie. Wilkinson maybe got a hand on it. Good coverage. That could have been really bad for the 49ers and really good for us. You just got to take one-on-one shots. We got a 6'3" receiver. Haven't really had that, as we need you to get up the field. At least block. Garrison up the middle. We're going to call a timeout. Biggest priority right now is to get into field goal range. 1st and 10. Need time. Hawkinson cannot get out of bounds. We're going to have to call a timeout. Is this field goal range? Certainly is. We're just going to take our points. We're just going to take our points. We got full momentum. Know we can get the kick in there. Fastest kick is good. If he can hit from 62, he can hit from there. So it's a big way to make this a 2-possession game before the half. We get the football back. Points were the priority. Whether it was 7 with a touchdown or 3 from a field goal, we needed to get points as Wilbur put a huge hit on the blocker. Oh my goodness. He's coming to play here on special teams. And I'm sure the final play will just be a run here. Or a knee. I didn't even realize they were in victory formation, as it's called. Saad Riley will get the football to start the second half and will be tackled well short of the touchback. Got Reese out of the backfield. Just couldn't accelerate after making the catch there. And unfortunately, it's going to bring up 3rd and long. What do we even look to do here? I don't really like this. I think we're going to get sacked. That's what I think probably happens. Although we have Richie Owens underneath, and he's going to be real close to that first down marker. That's going to move those chains. Richie Owens make a play. Love to see it. 1st and 10. Rashad Reese wide open. Let's go. This offense is moving. Carolina playbook I'm having some fun with. We've seen that play before in what is it? In Kansas City playbook as well, which is what we were running. So I have some familiarity there. As Rashad Reese utilizes his speed and gets 7. Only his 4th carry of the game. DeAndre Swift has been in the backfield a whole lot more. That brings up 2nd and 3. And we're going to throw to Swifty, and he's going to be just short. But that is a very, very convertible 3rd down. And I think what probably happens is even if we don't get this, I think it's probably 4-down territory. We're going to hand the football up the middle. Good blocks, and it's a Rashad Reese 1st down. We're just going to take what the defense gives us there. We're going to try hurry up, and we're going to try and get them with play action. Want this team to be a little confused. And we got Raphael Wilkinson open. Another catch by the rookie. 3rd round pick out of Auburn, and he has been already a huge part of our offense as we're going to get 300 total yards here in the 3rd quarter. Only his 3rd catch, I guess. But he's got 72 receiving yards. Handoff's going to go to Rashad Reese. We're going to try and use speed, but Fred Warner is just a little faster. 3rd and goal. Man, they got a lot of guys in the box. Trap play. DeAndre Swift, touchdown. Beautiful blocking on the trap, and it was just a walk-in touchdown. That was awesome. I think a well-blocked trap is probably the best run play in football. A trap is usually not a play you're going to see a ton of yards come from. Like, that one's not usually going to go 60 to the house, right? But when it's blocked well, especially against the blitz there, right? You're going to see that go for, like, a nice 10 to 12. And it's just everything worked out perfectly on that one. And you love to see it. Only 35 rush yards allowed in this game. As Lance is going to sling it deep. Davidson, somebody make a play. It's going to fall incomplete. Trey Lance launching a prayer into double coverage and is not really penalized. And he's going to do it again. Give me Davidson. That's going to be launched into the air again and incomplete. Niners will punt again. I thought this game would be a lot harder, right? I thought it'd be a lot harder after the first quarter and really a lot of the second quarter as well, but we just took over. Ooh, Paul Garrison in the zone. DeAndre Swift in the zone. What do those do? How do I do it? How do I show it? Oh, here we go. More powerful truck animation. Oh, those are your superstar abilities. So, okay, here we go. Higher success rate on trucks and stiff arms, and faster passes that can't be picked off by AI defenders. Well, let me tell you. I'm happy about that Paul Garrison one, as we're just going to lob it up. And we find Richie Owens. There is a flag, though. We're facing pressure. I'd rather just throw it than be sacked. Defensive pass interference, too. Well, we're gonna decline that and take it for 5 more yards, as we have a dislocated shoulder from starting safety B.J. Dickerson. Never want your Dickerson to be dislocated, and he's gonna miss some time. Little check down. It's TJ. This has got to be a run here. It's got to be a run on 3rd and 2. DeAndre Swift right up the middle. All we have to do is not get tackled for a loss, right? Where is it? Don't get tackled for loss. Couldn't get a truck in there, but we're not tackled for loss at least. And it's 4th and 2. It's 4-down territory. As good as Tyler Bass has been, you know, on 4th and 2 from this spot in the field, we don't really want to try a field goal. We don't want that. Can't get picked off. And we got TJ Hawkinson. Easy first down. Just go down. Just take it. 2nd and 10. Look at Fred Warner on an island. They're in zone coverage. We're gonna take a shot here. Richie Owens, sideline, incomplete. Guess what? Can't pick it off. Tough day to be you. But Garrison is out of the zone now. Was it just not throwing completions? Well, threw an incompletion. 3rd and 10. We got Richie Owens. We got him. We got him. Nice catch by the rookie. Great throw from Garrison. I wanted Swift the whole way, but I thought we had a little bit of separation. And clearly we had just enough. Richie Owens has been very good today. Up the middle. Swifty. Big truck from DeAndre Swift. And then we have an injury. It's J.C. Treader. Starting center. That is not good. Guerrero will come in. And they are really stacking the box here. 2nd and 1. Slant. It's Chris Godwin for a touchdown. And our lead will be extended by 25. It's going to be 35 to... Bruce Sternum, he's out. Oh. Did we not... I miscount? Well, I thought we had... more points. I thought this would be 35-0. We've established I'm not a math guy. I think I just didn't know the number, though. Niners going to need a lot of points to get back in this. They're going to need a lot of points. And they don't have a lot of time to do it. As this is for Kittle. Tackles made by the rookie Wilbur. And J.D. Keltner's going to come into the game, by the way. That's our 3rd-round pick. Or 2nd-round pick, rather. 2nd-round pick. As that pass is going to be incomplete and now intercepted by J.D. Keltner. 2nd-round pick. Real first snaps for him on defense and somehow comes away with the interception off the tip. Lands through for very covered Deebo Samuel. Cameron Ford in coverage, then off Deebo Samuel's hands and right to Keltner. Snap drafting safeties. He's on the field, isn't he? First turnover of the game, by the way. This is up the middle. Swift. Big truck. I really think we can take advantage of play action here, but we are just going to run it. I mean, it's tough not to give the ball to DeAndre Swift right now, knowing that we're going to go through at least one person usually. But I just love the way the defense was set up. I think a play action rollout towards the right side would have been awesome. But look at DeAndre Swift just rumble and stumble, and I think pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. And I don't know what we want to do here. It's 2nd and goal. Garrison's in the zone. We cannot be picked off. So we can kind of do whatever. And that's a Richie Owens touchdown. I think I high passed accidentally. I think I got to do LT is low. Tried to low ball it, but it doesn't matter. It's a Richie Owens touchdown, and our offense has looked amazing here in the 2nd quarter and beyond. Really the 2nd half. We have crushed it. Everyone was open on that one. They were in a zone coverage on the goal line, and it just didn't work out. Richie Owens TD, and we're looking at 41-10. I did not think it was going to go like this after the 1st quarter, but it has turned around in a big way. Getting the football out quickly, running the ball effectively, and Charles Leno will be in for Jamie Allridge. Sermon can't even get out of the backfield, as Jeff Okuda does a really good job to force the incompletion. George Kittle, usually so short-handed, and cannot complete the process of the catch. 2nd and 10. Get out there, Turner. Get out there. It's going to be a check down, wide open. Keltner, big hit. I thought that football was coming out. We have not seen Tyrone Wilbur on the field all that much this game. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. As Lance again has time, and time eventually runs out. He's going to duck that one over the middle, looking for Ayuk. And it's 3rd and 10. Wilbur back on the field. We are blitzing. Hopefully we get some pressure on the quarterback this way. And that one's going to be a shot to the end zone. Oruwariye forces the pass breakup. 4th and 10. Why is Flowers on the field and not Russ Clemens? I don't get it. They're going it forward, and he forces the incompletion. Cameron Ford has been locked down today. And now our offense can pretty much just completely run out the clock. I figure the last thing they expect here is a jet touch pass. Maybe I'm wrong. Then we got blockers out to the right side as well. And we got Rashad Reese. Should have taken that wider as Raphael Wilkinson is down. 3rd round pick out of Auburn. Looked pretty good this game. And that's a non-contact injury. Maybe it was run blocking, I guess, but it's a little bit dangerous as Swift has some space. He's got a block. He's got a stiff arm. DeAndre Swift, huge game. That takes him up to 100. Century mark for DeAndre Swift here in week 1. And Raphael Wilkinson has torn his labrum. Wonder which one, but he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. And that is a huge loss for this offense when he looked very, very good. And I'm sure we're going to see some more Amon-Ra St. Brown. Penei Sewell's injured now. Everybody's getting injured. 3rd and 7. Check down for Reese. Spin move broke a tackle. Would have loved for DeAndre Swift to block there. And on 4th and 2 at this point in the game, dislocated elbow for Sewell. He'll miss some time. Darren Fox will take over. We will take our points on 4th and 2. We'll take our points. 44 to 10. I mean, the big story here right now is a ton of injuries. Dickerson, Ulrich multiple times, Sewell, J.C. Treader, Raphael Wilkinson. I could be missing more, but I'm still like, I still don't know why Russ Clemens hasn't been on the field very much. It's on the field now. I guess it really heavily depends on formation. Look at Cameron Ford, dude. He's just a lockdown corner. He has 1 tackle in this game. He just doesn't even allow catches, really. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome how good Cameron Ford has been. As Eric Hudson finally gets that solo sack. Should have had one earlier. They called it a half sack. It was some BS. Trey Lance, I mean, it's been tough to put pressure on him so far. But we do finally get to him there. They're going to throw it over Oruwariye, and he gets mossed. He got mossed. Brandon Ayuk with a huge catch. Just keeping man coverage on the field regardless. Just seeing if the guys can handle it. They're going over the middle, and there's Okuda to make the tackle quickly. Throwing and incomplete. Look at Cameron Ford. I mean, I thought he was going to allow a touchdown right there. Can't hold on. Can't catch it. 2nd and 10, more man coverage for this team. I tell you, I want to run a lot of this. Lance under pressure, and he gets sacked again. This time it's Russ Clemens. Might be one of the final snaps of the game here. Certainly will be. And that's going to be intercepted by Cameron Ford. He's going the other way. Lance trying to stop a touchdown, and he forces Ford out of bounds. But this is Ford Field. You throw Cameron Ford enough, man, he's going to salute you and say, take it easy. See you in the next one. This game's over. And that was the final snap of the game. Big win in week 1 for us. I thought the Niners were going to pose more of a threat after the first quarter. Said that quite, a lot in this game. But we really took over and just destroyed them in the second half. I mean, that was a massive, massive game for us. And if we see the score summary here, I mean, we were down 7-3 after the first quarter. Started to run away a little bit in the second quarter. I told you that last drive for them with like 1:15 to go, where we got a field goal before the end of the half, that was really the turning point in the game. Outscored them 24-0 in the second half. And obviously, it's going to be really tough to win a game when you do not score in the second half. We've been on the end of that before. And Paul Garrison had an amazing week 1, 28 of 37 for 326, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Lance ended up throwing 2 picks. I don't really think he was all that bad, though, today. DeAndre Swift, 20 carries for 106 and a touchdown. Broke 7 tackles. Reese, 6 for 20. A little bit less effective. Even Garrison took off and was pretty successful. Receiving, Rashad Reese had 7 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. 7 for 64 for TJ Hawkinson. You know, no receiver was over 100, but everyone had a very good number of yards. Reggie Owens, 6 for 67 and a touchdown. Wilkinson, who has a torn labrum now, 3 for 72 and a touchdown. Chris Godwin only caught 2 passes, one of them being a touchdown, though. But that's just kind of what ends up happening to him in the offense for some reason. And then defensively, Braxton Turner led the team with 6 tackles. 2 tackles for loss for Hudson, 1 for Flowers, Clemens, and Turner, and then 1.5 sacks for Eric Hudson, who will end up being a superstar player, man. This guy's unbelievable. Sack for Russ Clemens, half a sack for Trey Flowers, even though he didn't deserve it. And then a pick for the rookie J.D. Keltner in his first game, barely even seeing the field. And a pick for Cameron Ford, who is quickly becoming one of the best corners in the game. 3 pass deflections for him as well. What a game, man. What a game. Upgrades here for Paul Garrison, who should be looking at an 88 overall after this. Want that deep accuracy to be better. So let's do improviser. He goes up to an 88. Love to see that. We get upgrades for speed. Ooh, this is a big one. +1 throw accuracy should work. +2 throw on the run. +1 throw power. And +1 throw under pressure. 84 speed now. That's getting to be pretty high. 94 throw power. 87 throw under pressure. If we can get deep accuracy, throw on the run, and under pressure into the 90s, that would be very, very nice. Jeff Okuda. Want him to be more man-oriented now if we're going to run more man. So I think slot is the natural fit there. He goes up to an 82. Big boost here. Give me speed. +3 man coverage to an 84. And then Raphael Wilkinson, devastated that this guy's out for 4 weeks because he looked great for a rookie. And I want to make him more well-balanced. We're going to do deep threat. Even though that's his main archetype right now, we need a spectacular catch, deep route running to be better. And +1 speed for Raphael Wilkinson. +2 catching, +1 deep and medium. 91 speed. Want spectacular catch to be higher. But this is a very, very nice start. Camp standout. Let's see this here. Really felt like I was poised for big things, but didn't get it done when it mattered. Improved a lot since camp, but I'm not there yet. BJ Dickerson. Yeah, man, you got injured. It happens, unfortunately. It happens. Key to victory, though, against San Francisco. We accomplished this, so we should be getting big staff points. Deron Payne was really impressed by the ability to stop the run this week. Says he think we felt the pressure to step up, and it led to great things. And then Coach Dangus, of course, said, exactly. If we can sustain this kind of success for the entire year, this defense is going to be scary. He sounds like the guy that keeps, or the lady keeps telling Mike Wazowski to file his paperwork. But all defensive linemen earning 4,500 XP. It's pretty good. The 2 new injuries I'm a little bit upset and worried about. Sewell's out for 3 weeks. Raphael Wilkinson's out for 4. Devastating stuff. I mean, it really is. And we will finish out this episode with upgrading the players. Of course, it's defensive linemen who got XP. Carlos Springs was a UDFA that ended up making the team. I don't know how, but he's got decent speed and finesse moves. Like, I think we do have something here. And if he's just going to be only a pass rusher, we don't need to work on anything else. He'll only be a rotational pass rusher. He's not going to end up mattering too much. These guys will, though. Dorian Tompkins is huge. It's got to be power moves. It has to be. Want that up into the 90s. He already has insane strength, so his run defending is naturally pretty good. +2 awareness and power moves. I'll take that any day of the week. 89 power moves. Levi Onwuzurike. He's also kind of like a primary rush guy. So I'm going to continue to make him a speed rusher. develop that part of his game, playing up to a 76 now. +2 awareness and finesse moves, so the opposite of Dorian Tompkins with power and finesse. And then Aleem McNeil is just a nose tackle, run stopper. I don't really care if he puts pressure on the quarterback. It's not his job. He's a goal line, make a play in run D type player. And he gets +1 block shedding and +2 play rec. So of course, upset about these injuries now. Of course, the week length is lower because that week ended. And we'll do staff points now, actually, as we'll call this an episode here. 50 staff points is actually a lot. And I mean, what do we want here? We've done a lot for our offense. You know what we could do? Is reveal a hidden development trait. You know, maybe we'll save it for next episode. You guys will love that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud.